Tobit 8:15. Then Raguel praised the Most High and said, O Most High, thou art worthy to be praised. When you praise the Most High, you got to call him by his name. Hey, what if you having sexual relationships with your woman and your name is Bill, and she says, and she calls your name Joe? That's not going to end well. Guaranteed that's not going to end well. There's this video on YouTube, they probably took it down. It was this Latin guy, I think he was from Florida. I think he was Cuban, the woman was Cuban. And he was getting it in with his woman, and she called out somebody else's name. And you know what he did? He had a bottle of Corona, and he stuck it up her thing, and he plunged it into her several times, and she wound up dropping dead. You know the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. You calling on the name of Billy Bob or Yo Play Yogurt or the Jesus the Christ. Do you think the Most High is happy about that? That's another reason why you're not written in the book, Lamb's Book of Life. You're deceiving the people. And then nobody says anything bad about you. I'm gonna get that too. In Matthew 5. I think it says something to the effect, anybody that speaks well of you, I believe. Okay, so it says, with all pure and holy praise. When you say most, who the King? Christ. That ain't holy praise. That ain't holy praise. Therefore let thy saints, which are the Israelites, start with the elect, praise thee with all thy creatures, and let all thine angels and thine elect praise thee forever. The angels are also known as the elect. We are the angels set here on earth that are also the elect. We're angels in bodies. Thou art to be praised, for thou hast made me joyful, and that is not come to me, which I suspected, but thou hast dwelt with us according to thy great mercy. We're going to be saved because the Most High is going to have going to have mercy on us. So you know what? Let me give you one more. Maybe two. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 17:10. Let's see what that says. And I'm going to start at 1, then I'm going to probably jump around. Ecclesiasticus 17. So a lot of you guys that think you're going to make it, you ain't going to make it. You're going to think the shit. And then that's why you got to have fear. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope I'm doing the right thing. Which you make it a point to do the right thing. 17. Okay, so let's, where we at? Ecclesiasticus 17. Okay, I'm at the first verse. It said, I'm sorry, the first verse. Yahweh created man of the earth and turneth him into it again. He gave them few days in a short time, and power also over things therein. He endured them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image. Talking about Israelites. And put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowl. So in the beginning, all the lions they bowed down. That's what's coming back to the kingdom. The animals, the wild animals, are going to fear us. That's when you're under the new covenant. Oh, if you're under the new covenant, ain't no animal going to fear you. I want you to go to the Bronx Zoo and jump into the lion pit and go and chill with them. And I'll see if the new covenant is in you. They received the use of the 5 operations of Yahweh, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding, 100% understanding, and in the 7th speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof, to understand the scriptures, to understand the breakdowns. Counsel and a tongue and eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them, the Israelites, and he gave it to Edomites as well and the other nations to understand, but he gave us the understanding. Withal, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding. Who did he fill with the knowledge of understanding? The Israelites. Nope. The elect of Israel, the prophets, who showed them good and evil. Remember Adam and Eve? They weren't supposed to go on the other side. They was only supposed to deal with the one side. They were supposed to be innocent. So we're tasting it both sides. And we know at Malachi, Malachi 3:16. Not so many words to separate the good from the bad. The fishes, I gave you the account of the fishes. You take a net, you put it in the sea, you bring up fishes. Guaranteed there's going to be unclean fishes. The second part of your job, you have to separate the unclean fishes from the clean fishes, and then you got to wash the clean fishes. And Peter and them, they were fishermen. They were doing good. That's the business to be in. He set his eyes upon their hearts, that he might show them the greatness of his works. And he's going to show it again. He gave them to glory. Oh, and since you're thinking, the Most High is bringing judgment with these whirlwinds, I don't know about that. I believe it's Esau. Okay? Remember the scriptures say, I believe that's in Philippians, if I'm not mistaken. The scripture said that he is the prince of the power of the air. Who's the prince of the power of the air? This man. The elite of this man. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. Who's declaring the Most High's work with understanding? We are, the elect. And the elect shall praise his holy name. So if you're not praising, in order for you to praise the Most High's name, you got to know his name. His name is not God. His name is not Jesus. His name is not Christ. His name is not Jehovah. His name is not Yeshua. His name is not Yahweh. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. So the Most High don't like it when you knowingly you know that the true name, but you refuse to call on his name. That's a diss to the Most High. What do you think the Most High? Watch what Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai is going to do with the IUIC. I believe they're sincere brothers. I even believe there's elect in there. Bishop Nate could be one of the elect. I always said that. I said at the end of the day, I believe he's one of the elect. And he set up that whole mess with the House of David thing. The shit that they did, when they kicked us out, I said I knew this thing was crumbling down. And then inside of a year, that whole thing crumbled apart. They became reservoir dogs. It said, beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment. That everlasting covenant is talking about the old law because that law, the new covenant, the difference between the new covenant and old covenant is the fact that it's going to be the same old covenant, but it's going to be programmed in your hearts. Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice. So that shows you that what is this talking about? During the time of Moses. So that's not talking about the new covenant yet. And he showed unto them, beware of all unrighteousness, and he gave every man commandment concerning his neighbor. That's the old covenant. Their ways are ever before him, and shall not be hid from his eyes. Every man from his youth is given to evil. You're born into evil. You know, you're programmed to sin. Neither could they make to themselves fleshly hearts for stony. That's also in the scriptures. I believe that's Ezekiel. For in the division of the nations, now this goes with Deuteronomy 32 and 8. So write this down. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. Anyway, you can read the rest of this. But it does mention the elect. Let me go ahead and highlight that. Okay. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Isaiah 65 and 9. I'll give you two more. Isaiah 65 and 9. Let's see what that says. Isaiah 65 and 9. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah, Yahwadah, Yahweh, Yahwadah, an inheritor of my mountains, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. That's the kingdom of heaven. So what is this guy, he was on vocab show, the so-called, but he could be a Jake, because he looks to be like he could be Sephardic. And if he's Sephardic, the Sephardic people, if not all of them, a lot of them will go back to Israel. I met Sephardic Jews, and they act just like Jake. And they look at the small hat sideways. He said, no, we're not them. No, we're not them. We're not them Europeans. We're Sephardic. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'm going to go to Google and put Sephardic Jews in history or whatever and see what comes up. I may do a video on that. And you can see that they look like Jake. Okay. Okay, let me give you one more. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 9. Let's see what that says. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love, right, because part of it is brotherly love, shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints. And he hath care for his what? Elect. The most high the majority of our people in America, they're gonna be utterly destroyed. 2/3 of them are gonna be utterly destroyed. It's not talking about 2/3 of all of Israel. You're gonna have Israelites scattered throughout the planet. So when the elect it's beamed up, and when we come back down, we're gonna put the whole world in order. We're gonna kill a lot of our own people in the wilderness. And we're going to go around the world, and we're going to take the kingdom, pursuant to Daniel 7 and 18.